Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests. And thank you very much for joining us on a special meeting of the Personal Growth Leaders Advanced Toastmasters Club. My name is Kaushal Gupta, and it is an honor to be serving as the Toastmaster of today's meeting. And it's an even greater honor that we have with us to help celebrate this, the International President of Toastmasters International, Richard Peck. This is actually the second meeting of mine that Richard has attended. My home club, EPA Toastmasters, celebrated its 40th anniversary just a few months ago, and President Peck was available to speak for us there as well. So it's wonderful that he's made himself available to Toastmasters all over the world to help us celebrate our accomplishments. I would now like to introduce the president of the Personal Growth Leaders Advanced Toastmasters Club, Somesh Kumar.
Thank you very much, Kaushal. Thank you so much, Richard Peck, for giving us your time today. Before we start, I just wanted to give a small glimpse about what an important organization Toastmasters International is. Its membership now exceeds more than 357,000 members in more than 16,600 clubs and in 143 countries. It's an enormous non-profit organization, and we can really understand who started this. I think all the Toastmasters know it's Ralph Smedley, who started Toastmasters in the new YMCA building that was christened in April of 1924. And he organized a Toastmasters club that eventually became club number 1 of Toastmasters International. And the first meeting was held at the YMCA building on October 22nd, 1924. So in 3 years' time, it'll be a 100-years-old organization. Amazing. And now I would like to introduce our Toastmasters International President, Richard Peck. So for over 30 years, Richard was a senior member of the Network Support Division at AT&T. The Seymour, Connecticut resident led cross-functional teams to successfully deliver multi-million-dollar high-tech projects. Richard is also a professionally licensed race car driver, and in his limited spare time can be found at the racetrack as either a driver or a spectator. A Toastmaster since 2006, Richard is a member of Nutmeg Toastmasters Club in Woodbridge, Connecticut, and is also currently a member of Park City Toastmasters Club in Stratford, Connecticut. Please help me in welcoming the International President, Distinguished Toastmaster Richard E. Peck. And Richard is going to give us a speech, 10-minute speech. Thank you very much, Richard.
Well, thank you for the introduction. What a pleasure it is to be with you today for a charter ceremony. We haven't had an opportunity to do many of those this year for obvious reasons, but what a great event. I think as I'm watching the chat and seeing how many times I'm seeing some of you, I'm seeing more of you than I'm seeing of my family lately, which is okay because we're a global family when you think about it. The object that I was asked to speak about today was, I wish I had known. I wish I had known. And I think we all say that at some point in time. I know those of us who were area directors or area governors at one point in time, after we got into the role, about halfway through the year, we said, I wish I had known I was going to have to do that. Or I wish I had known how to conduct this contest a little better. As I reflect back, the obvious one would be, I wish I had known about Toastmasters earlier in my career and my life so that I could have helped develop my communication and leadership skills a lot sooner. But I think everyone, if we asked, or a majority of people, if we asked, would say that same thing. But if I reflect even farther, even harder and deeper. I think the one thing I wish I had known was the importance of mentoring. The importance of mentoring. And I say that from both standpoints, being a mentor for others and being a protege or a mentee. And what is even stranger as I reflect upon this, I knew about mentoring when I was in high school because I helped form our what we called the peer tutoring and counseling program in my high school, which was a mentoring program. But after I got out of school, I kind of just let it go by the wayside, never thinking about it again. And as I was working my way through the communication tracks and the leadership tracks, as many do, I tended to try and do it on my own, not asking for that help, and others not asking me for help. Well, I was a new Toastmaster anyhow. Why would they ask me for help? What would I know? What could I offer? And it wasn't until later on, as I was getting farther along in leadership, that I realized how truly, truly important mentoring was, how valuable it was in the fact that there are individuals out there who have so much more knowledge to share, the skills, the aptitude, their abilities are so much different than what I have, than what you have, that they can show you and help you see things that you wouldn't normally have seen. And what I found even more amazing about mentoring was that it was the interaction, it was the questions that were being asked. Because as mentors, we're not trying to solve the problem for you. We're trying to help you solve your problem or develop yourself for you. And the way the questions would get posed were always the eye-opening thing, because it wasn't the first question. It was those follow-up questions, those ones that delved a little bit deeper, that made you think a little differently, that showed the importance. And I found that as I was looking at leadership, I was in a singular focus, as we often are. We see leadership one way. We see leadership a specific way. We may see communication a certain way, the style that we use. And we don't break out of that mold. We're fearful of doing it, right? It's like we're walking along a tightrope, and the tightrope is our comfort level. And we don't want to look to the left or to the right because we're going to fall off. There's an abyss on the sides. And that's very much the way we look at things. It's that fear of not knowing. And it wasn't until I started getting really deep into mentoring that I could see that rope, that tightrope wasn't this narrow. That rope was much wider to walk on, to the point where it became infinite on both sides. But we as individuals have to be willing to ask for that help. We have to be willing to realize that we're admitting a vulnerability when we ask for help. And that can be hard. That can be really hard for leaders. And I say that because when we're in leadership roles and you have new leaders in this newly chartered club, but we look at it this way, or may look at it this way. We were elected or appointed to this position. Therefore, we must have all the answers. Why else would we have been elected or appointed to this position? And if I ask for help, I'm admitting as a leader that I don't have all the answers, that I don't have all the knowledge. And now, am I going to be looked at differently? Am I going to be looked at differently? For me, it's a wise leader that asks for help. It's a wise speaker that asks for help. And I say that because that means that you have a introspection. You understand yourself. You understand your strengths, your weaknesses. You understand that there's more out there for you. Think about communication and the mentoring we get in communication as well. Hopefully, your club is going to set up a mentoring program for your members, your guests, your teams to help guide them along. We used to say that mentoring for a new member was, oh, we'll get you through the first 3 or 6 speeches. And then we kind of let them go on their own, hoping that they learned enough in those first 3 to 6 speeches to be able to continue on. And some would work out well, and some would flounder, and some would leave. Because that lifeline, for lack of a better word, all of a sudden wasn't there. And they weren't sure, weren't comfortable with who to ask, who to reach out to. Each one of you has a talent, a skill, a story that you can use to help others achieve their goals, that you can help guide others in where they need to be and where they want to go. Each of you can grow more by being a mentor or being a mentee. And in today's world, the ability to have a mentor, to be a mentee, is global. It's global. You can help mentor someone anywhere in the world now because we're using technology. You can be mentored by someone else in the world through the use of technology. How cool is that? How cool is that? Maybe you've seen a speaker at another club or a leader at another club that you visited and said, wow, I'd like to see if that person would help me develop the skills that they have. Well, now there's no longer the need to get on a plane to try to meet with that person. An index finger and an enter key, and you can be with them. The world of mentoring and being a mentee, being a protege has changed. The landscape has changed. Your ability to help people around the world and be helped by people around the world is now at your fingertips. So I really wish that I had known about mentoring and the importance of it a lot earlier, not only in my Toastmasters journey, but in my personal career as well. And I challenge all of you to take advantage of it when you can and to step up when someone asks. Mr. President.
Thank you so much, Richard, for such a wonderful speech, informing us about how important being a protege is and how important being a mentor is as well. I think Toastmasters International has got a very good in pathways. That is a particular level a project where we tell how we did as a protege. And I think it's really a very good project, because before we become a mentor, I think we need to understand how to be a good protege, because only a good protege can become a good mentor. So thank you so much, Richard, for helping us understand this. And I would like to go to the second part of the program, which would be to commend the charter members. And I'll just share the screen. I might actually share the whole screen. And okay, so this is, are you seeing the screen?
I am seeing the screen, yes.
So this is the charter form that we have got from Toastmasters International, that this is the club, Personal Growth Leaders Advanced Toastmasters International Online Club. And we are really grateful that we were able to form this club. The journey started on 10th of September when we all met together. And for 3 months, we met every Saturday at 2 p.m. And that's what helped us to charter in the month of January. And I would like to congratulate all the members who were enthusiastic about formation of this. And especially the charter members. We have Alice Ann. I don't think Alice is here today, but I really appreciate that she is a charter member of our club. Then we have Anvita. I think Anvita is there today. Would we like to, maybe I could spotlight you, Richard, and I think we should probably spotlight Anvita as well. Let me see the screen. Sorry, just a moment. We were supposed to have Zoom Master today. Unfortunately, the Zoom Master did not come. So I'm trying to do a multitasking here. So here we have Anvita and Richard. So congratulations to Anvita. And that's the certificate that we have. Thank you very much, Anvita. Then the next is, we have, sorry, I just moved one bit. We have Arthur. I would just like to spotlight Arthur. Congratulations to Arthur for being the charter member of Personal Growth Leaders International. Then we have Birgit. I think she's not here today. She's from Germany. And then we have Elena. I think Elena just joined. I saw Elena joining just now. So let's spotlight Elena. Elena, I just saw you joining. You joined exactly on time. Can you please switch on your video? So I'll just add the spotlight. And that's Elena. Congratulations to Elena for being the charter member of Personal Growth Leaders. Next, we have Dr. Akini. I see, let me check. We have Dr. Akini, if you can please switch on your video. Are you there? Okay, we can go to the next. We can go later. We have Fatima, and I think I would like to, Fatima and John, they are really stalwarts in Toastmasters. I think I would like to commend them. They're really very much fully into Toastmasters, and they have actually chartered a couple of other clubs as well in Malaysia. And they were really bedrock when we started and helped us with the sponsorship as well. So congratulations, Fatima, for helping us with chartering Personal Growth Leaders. Then we have John. John and Fatima are husband and wife. So they are there together. A great team of Toastmasters. Thank you very much, John. Then we have Kathy. I'm just trying to find Kathy here. Yes, here you are. Add spotlight. Yes, that's Kathy. And yes, she has been there since the beginning, since 10th of September when we started. And one of the first person who volunteered and said that I want to be part of Personal Growth Leaders. So thank you so much, Kathy, for your enthusiasm and participation. Next, we have Lee, all the way from Australia. And Lee is amazingly dedicated member. And it's probably 11:30 or so in Australia now. And if you want to actually see what real dedication is, what selfless dedication is, I think Lee is a great example. Thank you so much, Lee. And also in terms of doing any type of role, she does it to the perfection. She gives everything to that role. So thank you so much for being that example, Lee. Thank you. And congratulations for being a part of Personal Growth Leaders. Next, we have Liz. Liz is from District 71, where the district that I am from. And Liz has been the district director for division director for Division N this year. And I'm doing the Division D director role. So we were colleagues in that way in District 71. So thank you so much, Liz, for being a part of Personal Growth Leaders. I would like to go to the next member, charter member. That's Madhu. I'm not sure Madhu has joined. I haven't seen Madhu. So congratulations to Madhu. He's from Bangalore. And then we have Mahima, again from India. Congratulations to her. I don't think she has joined. Then we have Maria. I'll spotlight Maria. Congratulations to Maria for being the charter member of Personal Growth Leaders. Thank you so much, Maria, for all your enthusiasm. Thank you. Then we have Sabaria. I just need to find Sabaria here in the screen. Are you there, Sabaria? You need to switch on your video.
I'm here, Amish. Amish.
Yeah,
No, Musa.
oh, sorry. You're joined in two devices. Okay.
I have to, yeah.
Congratulations to Sabaria. Sabaria is from Malaysia as well. We have a few members from Malaysia there. So thank you very much, Sabaria, for being the member of Personal Growth Leaders. Next, we have Nora from America. And I would like to spotlight Nora. Thank you very much, Nora, for being the member of Personal Growth Leaders, charter member. Congratulations. Next, we have.
Everybody, it's been great.
Thank you. Next, we have Rocky. Are you there, Rock? If you can switch on the video. That's Rock from America, again, Arizona. So thank you very much, Rock, for being the charter member of Personal Growth Leaders. Next, we have Rosiana from Malaysia again. I need to find Rosiana. Here you are. Congratulations, Rosiana, for being the member of Personal Growth Leaders, charter member. Thank you. Then we have Ruben from Peru. Ruben has been a bedrock as well in terms of he has been there from the beginning as well. So congratulations, Ruben, for being the charter member of Personal Growth Leaders. Then we have Satyanarayana from India. Just add spotlight. Congratulations, Satya, for being the charter member of Personal Growth Leaders. Thank you very much. And okay, I won't say anything about this person. This is the person who started this. And I'm really happy that we were able to do it together. Everyone were able to do it together in terms of creating this club because I'm kind of very passionate about personal growth, and it's quite a contradictory word. It's a personal growth, but actually the personal growth cannot be done alone. It has to be done together. So there is a contradiction there. This was the part that we wanted to do in terms of the commendation of the charter members of personal growth leaders. And we have a few more minutes here. I'm not sure, Richard, whether you'll be, how long you're able to stay. I'm thinking that it's only 30 minutes. So if there is any question for Richard from any of us in terms of his speech or anything else, I'm just opening the floor. Yes, Kaushal, please.
Yes, Richard, I also agree with all the benefits of mentorship for both mentors and mentees. My EPA Toastmasters Club has had a mentorship program for years, but sometimes the mentor pairings work and sometimes they don't. I was wondering, do you have any advice in general on how to run a Toastmasters mentoring program?
That's a great question, because even when individuals pair themselves together when they think it will work, it doesn't. And I think there's a couple things that can be looked at. One is, have we spoken to the protege themselves and asked what it is they're trying to work on, so that we truly understand their goal? And I say that meaning that they have to be specific, right? They have to be specific. If I was to come to you and say, what do you want help with? And you said, I want to help become a better communicator. Well, what does that mean, right? What does that mean? And what does it mean to you? So being able to drill down to the specifics of what that skill set is. The same thing could be said about being a leader. I'd like to be a better leader. Well, what does that mean? Does that mean you need to understand strategic planning? Does it mean you need to understand finance? And then once you have the specifics that an individual is looking for, then you go to the mentors and see who has those type of specific skills that can be matched. But we also have to think about, outside of that, time commitments. So is a mentor able to meet the time commitment for a member? Is a member able to meet the commitment of being a mentee? Now, you've got a unique group here of individuals that are spanning close to every time zone, I think, across the globe, everywhere from Peru to Australia. Now, I think there's only one time zone past that, towards the Philippines in that area. So you've covered this huge time zone dynamic. Well, if you were going to try to come up with a mentor-mentee protege pairing here, think about the time zone differences and how you'd have to try to coordinate that. So thinking of time is important as well. And I think all those things start to fall into place to help. But there has to be milestone check-ins at points as well, just to make sure it's working. You just can't let it go on its own, neither the mentor or the mentee, and assume it's going to work without checking along the way. Am I getting out of it what I wanted? Are you giving what you said you could? And if it doesn't work, well, it's no harm, no foul. We tried. And you restart the pairing with someone else if you want. But the uniqueness of mentoring is that you don't have to have just one mentor. You can have multiple mentors for multiple things. And I think that's one thing that's often overlooked as well, is we think that it's one person can give us everything, when we really need multiple mentors for multiple aspects.
Those are some great ideas to take back to my club. Thank you.
Great question, Kaushal, and fantastic answer, Richard. You covered all the points there. I think it's really, thank you so much for giving all your wisdom to us today. We're really highly indebted to you.
My
for
pleasure.
giving your time to us today.
I look forward
Thank
to
you so
seeing how
much.
your club develops. Personal growth is something that I truly believe in as well. And Sumesh, as you said, it's kind of an oxymoron because it's not personal on its own. We're growing, but we're growing through help with others who they're watering us, they're feeding us, right? It's like a plant. And I think as I watch your club being one of those that chartered during my year, anyone here been a club growth director or was a club growth director or Lieutenant Governor Marking, we used to call it? When we chartered a new club, they were always our club, right? We wanted to make sure they were successful all along. So I'll be watching this as one of the clubs that chartered under my year to see how you grow. And I look forward to getting an invite to come back to your first anniversary and celebrate with you.
Thank you so much, Richard. We actually had the club growth director-elect of District 71, Elizabeth Jordan, but I'm not sure whether she's still here. Is she still there in the meeting? I'm not really sure, actually. She was there in the beginning of the meeting. So she's a club growth director-elect for District 71. She'll become the club growth director from July onwards.
And this club has chartered as undistricted, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you are not associated with the district. Okay.
Yes.
Very good. Well, I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, Richard. Thank you very much.
Stay safe and stay healthy,
So much. Can we
everybody.
take a picture, a group
Sure.
photo?
Yes. Let's if that's okay, Richard, we can take a quick picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You can tell us, Sabria, when you're ready.
Take one from here first. Done. 3, 2. Got it. One more time. Got it.
Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much,
Yes.
Richard.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Richard. Thanks for joining us. Take care. Thank you all for joining. And we go, I think I'll probably hand over to our Toastmasters so that we can continue with our next part of the program. Over to you, Kaushal. Thank you.
Thank you, Samesh. But don't go anywhere because we're going to bring you back very soon. Thank you so much to the International President, Richard Peck, for being with us. It's a great honor to not only have him here, but to learn his insights. And we look forward to being with him again soon. I would now like to ask the president of our club to please present our next speech. The title of his speech is Together We Grow. This is from the Distinguished Toastmaster Project. This will be the second speech of that. He will be delivering a speech to review that project, its outcomes, its benefits, and the lessons he learned. So please help me welcome Somesh Kumar. Together We Grow.
Thank you very much. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
When we were discussing about what to do for this meeting, Kaushal had asked about one question, and he said that it would be good to understand how this club was formed. And this is what I have taken as my Distinguished Toastmaster project, just to get an overview of how we formed this club and what was the lessons learned. One of the things that is a great quote from Confucius is, real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. And all the great people who have been, in terms of understanding their own topics, they would know that the more deeper we try to understand a topic, the more we know what we don't know. The depth is unlimited of any topic. And therefore, it is very important to understand that. And as Richard Peck had also mentioned, that as leaders, it's sometimes difficult to ask for help, but it's the most important thing that the leader should do, to ask for help, to know the extent of one's knowledge and where one is not adept at. And this brings me to this interesting quadrant. So there is this concept of known knowns and unknown unknowns. So when we were chartering this club, it was in the unknown unknowns territory. What do I mean by unknown unknowns? Theoretically, I don't know what to do. And practically, for sure, I don't know anything about it. That is unknown unknown. Known known is something that we keep doing every day. That's known known. So we were in the territory of unknown unknowns. And what is the thing that we did? We kind of posted a social media post that was on September 10th. And then we had the first meeting with 8 members on 13th September. And I think many of those 8 members are still here. That really proves how much involved they were in terms of making this club a reality. And it is because of each and every one of us that we are in this stage now, celebrating this charter. And what I would say is the most important decision was that we decided that we will meet every week at 2 p.m. on Saturday. And we continued that from September of the next week. We did it until we chartered, and we still continue to do it. So I think the consistency is the key here, as everyone knows. Then there is this thing about roller coaster. I think this happens in every journey. There is a roller coaster. People were enthusiastic in the beginning, but some had personal issues, some had some other issues, and some people had to drop out. And then it was a journey where we had to ask people in terms of whether they're interested to come and join us. I think, and it's a journey that everyone takes. But finally, we had the 21 committed members, and we chartered in the mid-January 2021. And then we are select distinguished as well in 6 months' time. And I think hopefully we'll be president's distinguished as well, depending on the members who would like to join us from today or whatever time period, everyone. So we are welcome. I think we need to grow as much as possible, and we need to help, together we go in this personal growth journey. And this was the thing. And I think Kaushal, Marutesh, and Teresa joined us recently. So therefore, they were not there in the charter members kind of category. But I think all the members are really extremely important. Each and every member makes the club. And every member is very, very special person. In terms of the lessons learned, I think the most important thing about that was that we kind of were deciding on the club. So we were a little bit stuck at that time, whether it was normal or advanced. And I think that was a little bit of a kind of issue in the beginning. So that's a lesson learned, that we should be clear what kind of club it should be. Next is being patient, because as I mentioned about the roller coaster ride, when we are down, I think we have to keep the patience and determination and enthusiasm alive so that we go up again. And one of the important things here is remembering the funnel. And this is quite an important thing here. Now, there might be 1,000 people who are contacting us, and then 100 might join the meeting. And then out of that 100, 10 will actually become the members of the club. So it's important to realize that not everyone who will attend will join, but everyone who attends is a prospective member who actually is interested in this journey. And the final thing that I wanted to say was about that we are about empowering each other with our unique talents. And one of the important saying here is whole is greater than sum of its parts. What does this mean? If we work individually, we would not achieve as much as we work together as a whole. And this saying, I water you, you water me, we grow together. This is an oxymoron that Richard Peck referred to in terms of personal growth, actually saying that it is personal growth, but it is actually a journey where everyone comes together and empowers each other with our unique talent. And the final message that I have is remember to have fun. I think it's very important that while we are doing all this, we should have fun as well. So thank you so much, Kaushal, and all the members here. And hopefully you can join us in this journey of personal growth. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Somesh, for telling us the story of this club. I've observed how Toastmasters really tries to start clubs all over the world. Often it just doesn't work, but it's really magical how it's come together here. And you've shown how through consistency, patience, and having goals and making those specific goals known really helps, as well as everyone just being there for each other and having fun. So thank you for sharing those insights with us, Somesh. And speaking of having fun, let's have even more fun. I'm going to now turn the meeting over to Lee Buckley, who will lead us in having our Kahoot quiz. Lee?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Kaushal. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good night, and almost midnight for those of you who are in my part of the world. We are going to have some fun today, just to test your world culture knowledge. Do you know when you look at something, where did it originate from? Or you might look at a picture, an object, a fruit, a plate of food. You never know. So just to make sure, we've prepared a Kahoot quiz to test your knowledge. I have put in the chat the link to the Kahoot game. Has anyone not played Kahoot before? If I could have a raise of hand, please. Okay. So what you need to do is you can click on the link to go to www.kahoot.it. It'll ask you for a game pin, and then you enter a nickname. You can also play Kahoot on your app as well. Let me just share the screen. Okay. What's going to happen is we can see we've got Kathy and Coffee Bean already signed in, ready to go. What you need to do is to log in. Yeah, and Banana is ready as well. The question will be displayed on the screen, and you have to use your mobile phone to enter the answer. The answer corresponds to the 4 colored boxes, whether it's triangle, a circle, a square, on your phone. So everyone, it's speed and accuracy to get on the podium. I remember I played this once in Malaysia, against 60 other contestants. Oh, I nearly had a heart attack that night, but it was worth it. I managed to beat some people, and I managed to win a jacket from our first president, Margaret Page. And she sent it all the way to me from Canada. So it's sitting in my cupboard, not going anywhere, and it will stay with me forever, hopefully. So I do have a little surprise present for the winner tonight, or shall I say the top 3, 1, 2, 3. But you never know what it's gonna be. It's a surprise, right? Is everyone ready? Nora, we all win, The Rock, Love, Maddie, Satya, Kaushal, Kathy, Coffee Bean, Banana, Arthur. Excellent. Is anyone else participating? We've got another 20 seconds to go. Charles, excellent. We've got 12 so far. Sorry, there's no space. That's right. 7448577. I copied it exactly from the pin, but it could be anything, Kathy. Okay, are we ready, everyone? Fast fingers. Ruben. Last 10 seconds before we start. Ready? You have to look at the screen for the question, and then to type the answer, you have to look at your phone and then press the answer on your phone. Let's go. And that was Mexican. And let's see who got on the podium. Nora, Kathy, Ruben, well done. That's okay, everyone. It was only the first question. You have time to catch up for the next 14. What's the next question? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's the Forbidden City in Beijing, China. Nora maintained her position. Kathy is still second. And Jody is third. Ruben, that's okay. You still can catch up. Kushal, well done. Everyone, you still have a chance. Did anyone get this right? Nora, woof. Well done, Nora. Followed by Kathy, and we all win. The others, you're not too far behind. Don't worry, there's still time to catch up. Well done, everyone. Nora, Kathy, we all win. Woohoo! Those were the Russian dolls. Nora and Kathy, we all win. Kushal, Jody. Well done, everyone. To the 9 people, to the 3 people, I'll have a chat with you after. That is the world famous Vegemite from Australia. Nora, Kathy, Kushal, well done, everyone. Next question. Wow, I'm glad to see a lot of you are very cultured, because I couldn't figure out what that was, until I saw the mountains at the back, and I thought, maybe. Yeah. Nora, Kathy, Kushal, well done. Everyone else, you still have a chance. Don't worry, we're only halfway through. A bit of a tough one there. Nora, we all win. Kathy, Kushal is still the top 5. Well done, everyone. That was the Niagara Falls. Oh, love is catching up. I wonder who love is. Was that a trick question, perhaps? Kushal is catching up. Nora is still maintaining first position. We all win. Kathy and Love. It was very close between, Malaysia, Thailand, maybe Vietnam, maybe Korea. Perhaps Nora on a hot streak. Kushal, Kathy, we all win. Almost there. Well done. Ooh, between Nora and Kushal, it's only one question difference, I think, but it's fast fingers first. That's right, everyone. If you do wish to visit our club president, Somesh, he will shout us to some Guinness, perhaps. Second last question. I think the giveaway was the Statue of Liberty, wasn't it? Yeah. Nora, Kushal, we all win. Love, Kathy. And now for lucky last question. Sorry, everyone, I had to throw that in, right? Having creamy custard in a public toilet. Yeah. Yes, it's very popular in Thailand, Malaysia, and Singapore. And now let's look at the podium. In third place, we all win. Woohoo! And second place, Kushal. And our winner for tonight, Nora. Woohoo! Congratulations to our top three. Who is we all win, if I may ask, please?
Myself, Lee.
That's you, Somesh. Ah, well done, everyone. We all win. That's correct. But some people have faster fingers than others, I think. And some people might say, "Well, that was a trick question." Well, we never know. But I hope you had some fun tonight with the Kahoot quiz. And back to you, Mr. Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Lee. That was very entertaining. Congratulations to Nora for winning that. I don't know if you got a single question wrong there, Nora. That was quite an amazing performance and quite a fun quiz that really celebrated our international origins. And I hope we have another Kahoot quiz like this, maybe to test our Toastmasters trivia as well. I would now like to turn the meeting to the club president, Somesh, to close the formal portion of our meeting.
Thank you very much, Kaushal, and thank you so much each and everyone who has joined here today. And we have thanked Richard as well for his time, despite being so busy, visiting hundreds of clubs and doing lots of activities. Thank you each and everyone here. And I have put in the chat, I have put in our WhatsApp group and our Facebook group. So please join our WhatsApp group if you can, and please keep in touch. We can meet if you're interested in joining us in this personal growth journey. Please do join, and we can together, as we said in the presentation, I water you, you water me, and we grow together. This is our motto. And please, if you like, please join those WhatsApp group, and please, you're always invited to join our club. So thank you so much. And now over to Kaushal to begin the music party.
Thanks everyone for joining us. Hope you can stick around.
Yeah, if anyone wants to, just chat, please feel free. And we can have a breakout room as well. That's okay. You can go to a breakout room if you want to talk. We'll create a breakout room now. I might stop the recording as well.